Are you wetting them? Because they wouldn't pop open like this. All right? So, yo, let me get 2 more. Make sure you're wetting them and sealing them in. All right? Chop, chop. Chop, chop. So chop, 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 chop. All right, let's get down. You ready? How many figures am I gonna go home with today? Yo, when you see Phil the line cooker here, was it chopped anyway, right? All right, cool. You got me? Thank you. Cool. See, you didn't know what you signed up for coming to Days. No one never knew. Somebody got the Black Eyed Peas? Hoppin' Jones. The Hoppin' Phils. All right. Yo, Phil is working the line and working himself, working the sweat, beads off his head. So we're a little short staffed, slow hours of summertime, being in Arizona. This is like our winter time. So you gotta sometimes put your vest on and get in here and get it done, you know? Cause guess what? When you're a boss, you ain't got no days off. I would love to call somebody and tell them I was calling in sick. Stacy, can I call you and tell you I was calling in sick? Sure. Oh, man. So that's the cool thing. You want to be your own boss, but it's a lot of work to go with it, especially when you depend on people to come in and give the same quality as what you need each and every day, or what everybody's expecting. So you gotta always be humble enough to get it done if you need to get it done. Ain't no fronting in here. We sold out yesterday, so that was a given. But when you sell out, it's so hard to recoup back in the morning. And I was one person, came in by myself, and I did 3 trays of mac and cheese, Black Eyed Peas, collard greens, baked beans. Then we had a last minute catering order for 20 people that got called in at like about 10 o'clock. So we got that going out the door. And then we just got new people that still need to be trained. So it's not their fault, man. You got to get in here and get it in. You know, it's you got to pay the cost to be the boss, baby. I don't know what's going on with my friend over here. She's making strange sounds right now. I think I need to call maintenance. The fan sounds like it's about to go out. So, you know, that's another thing. You know, you come in and you think you buy these machines and they're going to be good. 4 years later, you might be replacing all of this. This is a whole nother expense you didn't put in your business plan. Okay, you know what? Let's grab the stuff out the smoker. Check the temps on the ribs. Ribs we pull at like 202, and then yeah, I think the brisket should be coming out 195, stuff like that. All right. If you have any questions on the text, let me know. All right, I'll let you know. But let's start pulling that stuff so we can get you all caught back up. We're still trying to compensate for being sold out yesterday. Woo, it's a lot. It's good. It's good. It's good to be popular. We're already at the 6th hour of the day. 6th hour of the day, and no breaks. So we're still going strong. Everybody else is coming in nice and fresh, and you've been on your feet for 6 hours straight already. And they're like, oh, hey. And I'm like, where's my wings? Huh? Oh, you know what we could do? We'll fold them up and then put them in the drawer, and then when you need them, it's already ready to go. That's what we used to do way back. Pulled chicken. All right. Well, it's time to get back to work. They're playing my name, my song. All right, what we got? Yo, hot ones. You got 2 briskets on there, right? And 1 pork, and those are all good? All right, cool. I'm gonna take those up front. And then, yo, with our dirty dishes, so they don't pile up, let's just keep them in this this rack. So we still have use to the sink till we get to the dishes. The worst feeling I had of being a owner was dishwasher called in sick. I came and subbed. I had dishes up there, yin yang, and I was sitting here by myself washing dishes till 1 in the morning. Like, this is what I signed up for? dishes. Everybody else that I paid and was on salary left and went home, and I'm still in here washing dishes till 1 in the morning. It is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do to get the job done. So, putting these menu items together with the meat prices being so astronomical, right? So, if I could do it all over again, I would have kept it a little more simpler. But now that your customers have gotten used to your menu items, you can't just take it away and just serve 2 of the 3. So what I did was I kind of like use certain things and repurpose them, right? So with my brisket, right? The slices that don't make the cut and I can't put on a plate because of presentation, I take that and I mix it with my mac and cheese and I turn it into a mac and cheese egg roll, right? You know, another thing that we have here is the hot links, right? So we got the hot links that we make, you know, fresh. And then after a day, right, I'll chop those down and I make that and put that in my Hoppin' Johns. And that's what I season. So I kind of try to I try to repurpose a lot of my menu items, especially to save costs and to just make sure we're using every bit of it, right? We use a lot of toppings on like mac and cheese and baked bean bowls and salads and stuff. So you're not just slicing brisket and just serving it as a barbecue restaurant. Hey Lou, can I get the sub rolls, please? I need sub rolls and the brioche buns. Burnt ends, it's not always what it sounds like. It's just the fatty side of the brisket. And what makes them look like they're burnt is the bark. So the seasoning you put on and you apply in the beginning before you put it on the smoker creates this nice bark. And it looks burnt, but it's the tastiest piece of the brisket that I like because it's more of the fatty side, but the fatty side doesn't mean that it's just dripping in fat. It's actually just the juicier, the more selective part of the brisket that I like. Let that get nice and caramelized up in the broiler. The thing with barbecue is, I like it because it's unique, right? I tried to come up with something that somebody couldn't copycat. If you make a burger, right, somebody could really copycat that pretty quick. But with barbecue, it's all about your style and your flavor. So I had to come up with a unique flavor. The only problem with barbecue is you can't correct it. I can't throw on a burger. If I'm out, I'm out to the next day. I got 24 hours before I can recoup. So if it's sold out, and people get mad, sometimes people come all the way down here from far places, kind of close to closing time. And that's like the worst thing, is to tell somebody, hey, you're out of a product, but you can't correct it, you know? That's the good and the bad with barbecue. These burnt ends. Woo! All right. Mac bowl, brisket. So we do pulled chicken. The pulled chicken, you don't put the skin in the pulled chicken. So what happens with the skin? This is the fried chicken skins that we created here at the restaurant. So we fry them up, and it's the best part of the fried chicken. We don't need the meat. We got the fried chicken right here, chicken skins. Put them on the menu, repurposed. Yo, you see how I did that? I put the meat on the bun, put the sauce on, and then the last thing is gonna be that slaw. Keeps everything, the slaw still stays cold, and the sandwich stays hot. Learned that from McDonald's, the McDLT. Hot style stays hot, the cold style stays cold. Part of our 24-hour cycle is we start a par list. We kind of go off of what we had from last week, right? So last week's sales, you know, we kind of go off of Monday, right? Last Monday, what we sold. And then we know how many briskets to put on each night, how many pork butts to put on each night. If it starts selling out pretty early, then we up it the next week. You know, we know to up it the next week to one more. It helps you pay attention to your cost of goods more than just like, you know, hamburgers or steak. You just go buy another steak, but you're kind of really paying close attention to your cost of goods. When you're feeling overwhelmed and you feel like your ticket screen is never going to end, you just think about how much this was your passion, breathe, and play your favorite song in your head. And just go to that rhythm. There's nothing you're gonna do. Just know it's just a moment of time, and you're gonna be able to catch up, you know? And you don't wanna start lowering your quality and your presentation and your standards. That's where you get things messed up at. So you wanna make sure you kinda still give that same good quality as if it wasn't busy to when it is. All right, so you got pork, coleslaw, and fried. All right, cool. That's this one. This one's burnt ends, mac and cheese, and baked beans. Burnt ends and hot link. Woo, come here. Everything went out, the skins. Woo, look at that, baby. Woo. So we got a half, quarter. Yo, you put the hot links in, right? My go-to dish on the menu. I love my brisket. I love my ribs. I say, if I want to do barbecue, I'm gonna do brisket. I'm gonna do a combo platter. It's gonna be brisket, ribs, potato salad, collard greens. That's my thing right there, baby. Half a pound on the dot, and you thought I was just eyeballing it. Look at, you can't, what that say? That's it, that's what, but till you get to that level. With this, yo, what do? You go and you rip off butcher paper and bring it up and then wrap it? Yep. All right, cool. Let me get 3 pieces for this, please. Anywhere, and we'll be right with you. All right, thank you.
This is the Wardsheep one?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's the biggest one that I did just this year in May, Memphis in May. So I was up with like Tuffy Stone and Myron Mixon and all those guys. and came fourth in the world, bro. I'm originally from New York, so but my peoples is from South Carolina, and then they all moved up north, and then they all moved back down south, and then I moved west. Whew. All right. Yeah, now we caught up. Time to take out the trash. So, I had knee surgery. What was it? 5 weeks now? 5 weeks ago. And it was killing me that I couldn't get in here and do my normal duties. And I'm sitting on the couch with my foot elevated, trying to not read the reviews. But now I got people texting me, telling me that my barbecue sauce tasted sour. So I come in on my crutches in the morning trying to figure out what the heck is going on and why is people telling me my stuff is not right. And come to find out, somebody wasn't following my recipe book and was pouring double the amount of apple cider vinegar in my barbecue sauce. So I thought, you know, the restaurant had its own legs and it could run on its own. But then I had to come back in there. I had to stop what I was doing, stop a couple of contracts that I had outsourced. You know, I love doing the Phil the Grill stuff. I love going and competing and, you know, winning awards, doing the TV appearances. But if the restaurant's gonna suffer, then I need to focus and come back, you know, and not be so big-headed about where I'm at in life, you know. This is the name of the game, you know. You built it for a reason, you know. You want it to grow and you want people to be happy, and, you know, the more I come back and I get everybody back on that same track again with new people and new motivation, and you know, they like seeing that. And then the customers like seeing that too, that I'm in here and I'm, you know, busting tail, and they actually got fed by Phil the Grill. Whew. How's everything? Good? Good. You waiting on this one?
No, that one's
That one's done? Okay, cool, cool, cool.